Peter Winkelmans is Head of Enterprise Architects at Carrefour for more than 5 years now, and he's played a critical role in the modernization and the cloud adoption within Carrefour. His vision of cloud-native technologies is shaping the Carrefour landscape, and he actually is a front runner, and he actually is pushing new concepts and new ideas like Beyond Corp to go to a zero trust environment like not many companies are doing. So I think Peter embodies a bit the spirit that Google also brings.
Welcome everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about our transformation, what we are doing. Yeah? Most slides will not go about technology, but purely about vision and strategy. Why are we doing this? Yeah? So probably Carrefour, everybody knows us. Yeah? I don't think it's a problem. But maybe what a number of people don't know is that we are situated in more than 30 countries. Yeah? We are sitting a little bit over the world. Yeah? It's an essential topic. What you see is what we're doing everywhere. In every country, we're doing the same. Yeah? So we play everywhere the same thing. So one moment we said, okay, why does every country has a different IT? Yeah? Different solution, building on top of it. Why don't we bring it globally, centrally, all together? That's the vision of the group. Say, let's bring all those countries together. Yeah? And that's what we're doing. We're bringing everything, everywhere together in the Google environment. So suddenly we all use the same technologies, we all use the same, and we have a good overview of what we are doing. Yeah. So another topic where we're talking about, we are talking in Belgium about 200, 300 applications, and we have everything running in the cloud. We have nothing anymore on-prem. On-prem is completely gone. Yeah. We are even built, we have a new headquarters. We have a headquarter with 2,000 people before. Now we're just there with 500 people. So we reduce it. Everybody's working from home. Yeah. What we also have, we have one big database. I think we are number one in Europe. Yeah. We're sitting on 11 peta. We have 8 billion transactions because we want to know what we need in the stores. So working together, all the data is coming together. That's one of the big topics where we're going for. Yeah? Last time multiple times I sat together with Peter Winkelmans. He has a book about the Phoenix and the Unicorn. Yeah? And the Phoenix and the Unicorn, all the success stories that you hear is always a startup, a scale-up, hybrid. But what about us? Like you have seen on the presentation, we are a big, huge country and a huge company. Yeah, we are more a whale than a phoenix. So how does we are going to transform? Yeah? Another topic is we have a culture of the year 60. So how do you change the culture? How do you change the mindset of the people? Yeah? And the technology for us is the easy piece. Yeah? But changing the culture, the mindset, is another topic. So we want to change ourselves. We want to be the digital company. Yeah? Our Bompard in France, our CEO, said we want to be number one in the world. For the moment, we are number 2 or 3. Yeah, we want to be the food retailer. We want to be the digital company. Yeah, so how do you do it? Yeah, so we have a strategic program. Yeah, if you want to do it, it's not just the idea. Let's take some servers, put them in the cloud, and that will solve our problem. Yeah, we have a complete strategy. We have a strategy from 2019, 2022. Yeah, and the first program was Gear Up program, was everything about IT for IT. Yeah, how do we transform ourselves? How to make ourselves ready to be in the cloud? Yeah, and now we are working on the next step. Yeah, it's the business application. How do we going to transform all those applications? Yeah, to the new way of working, purely cloud native. Yeah, and I go more in details on the next slides. So 4 years ago, yeah, they asked me, Peter, can you do a 360 around in the company and see what are the good things, what are the bad things within the company, yeah? And how do we going to transform ourselves? Can you create a roadmap on that? That was the major idea. So we really looked at everything. We looked at the relationship with the business. We really looked at the people, at the operations, at the value delivery, because at the end, that's what we need to do. IT will deliver value for the business. Yeah? And of course, what is the supporting context? Yeah? And we have 23 pain points. Yeah? And out of those 23 pain points, it's very simple. And I think for every company has the same problem. Yeah? It's how can we do it faster? How can we do it cheaper, better? And on top of that, how do you can gain again the trust of the business? Because they were choosing products and they say to us, hey, we have chosen this, please integrate it. Yeah? So how can we turn that around? Yeah? And on top of that, if we need all to do that, where do we going to find the people? That's the major concept behind those Gear Up program. So if you look at it, I think everybody will say, okay, that's also what we want to do or what we are achieving. So faster, we want to go from waterfall to agile. Yeah, going to be quick, time to market, reusable components. Yeah, easy integration with the legacy. Because, like I said, we are not a startup. We are not starting from a greenfield. We have a whole bunch of legacy. Yeah, we want to move to the cloud. Yeah, easy set, pay per use. Yeah, PaaS solutions. Yeah, do we go for buy? Do we go for build? Yeah. Another problem, customer centricity. We want to be today's, everybody knows in the store, the prices are up. How do we gonna gain our money? Yeah? By be efficient, by customer-centric applications. Yeah? 5 years ago, very simple, we yelled to everybody, yeah, mobile first. And what did we did? Everybody in the company create a mobile device, a mobile app on a mobile device. Yeah? So we created human resources, gave everybody a cell phone. Yeah? The people from the Fresh, they give them a tablet to order the products. Yeah, we have a mobile POS. Yeah, I always said at the end. Yeah, everybody's pants was hanging on the knees of all the devices they have to carry with them. Yeah, so we said, guys, stop it. Yeah, now we are going to one ruggedized device. Yeah, one application, one UI UX. Yeah, the same way. Yeah, another topic that we want to achieve on that is we don't want to build 5, 6 applications, one for logistics, one for finance. No, we want to integrate everything in one app. Yeah, that people can see what they need to do. Yeah, and there later on we will bring it with AI and modify it and helping people to discuss to make the right decisions. Yeah. Consumable solutions, yeah? We build something, next year we throw it away, yeah? Because we have other colors, we have another interface, we have other tooling. That's what we want to achieve, yeah? And of course, yeah, we have, like we said, we are a company of the 60s. Our processes are not lean at all. So please don't rebuild your application, but also look at the process, make them more lean, yeah? Become a trustful advisor, yeah. Enterprise architecture, we started again. We started with portfolio management, all those kind of things. And at the end, of course, finding people. That was the major concept that we want to do, yeah. How do you make the elephant fly? Yeah? What you saw, big things, yeah. How do you do it, yeah? So you don't do it alone, yeah. Very clear. We did it with a partnership. We did it with Google. We did it with Devoteams, yeah. Why Google? That's a question that always came up. Very simple, yeah? If you want to be food retailer #1 of the world, you don't going to do it with Amazon, yeah? So, scratch, yeah? Forget it, yeah? So the only thing is left is, of course, it's Microsoft or it's Google. And then who stands up and said, yeah, we want to help you to become the Amazon in the food? Google, yeah? So the choice was very easy, yeah? On top of that, yeah, if you start doing that with a lot of people, you have to learn it, you have to train them. It's with falling and getting up and falling and getting up. It costs you much more. So please bring on board a team that has the experience, has done that, and integrate it in your teams and try to help him. That's the reason, yeah. Always another question is, yeah, but why do you put your things in Google? Because if I compare my server and I set it over there, it's more expensive, yeah. Yes, it's more expensive if we are talking about one server, but if you take the complete systems, you move it over there, yeah, and you see the patching, the security, everything that you have, and you start comparing that, yeah, that's another topic, yeah. If you do just like for like, it will not be a game changer, yeah. That's a big advantage, yeah. Do we have a vendor lock-in? That's also another question that always came up, yeah. Do you have a vendor lock-in? My opinion is whatever you choose, you always have a vendor lock-in, yeah? And vendor lock-in is not a problem. as long as you have a good partnership. Yeah? For me, that's more important. Yeah? Going to there, why we choose Google? Yeah? What is the advantage? Yeah? Like we said, we're coming from a legacy from the 60s. Yeah? So suddenly we have a whole bunch of new technologies in front of us. Yeah? I took a picture of Google and it's even a third, yeah? Because I can even put it on my whole screen. Everything are new technologies. You cannot even follow. Every day there are new technologies. It's impossible to follow how quick it goes. Yeah? So suddenly we have a whole bunch of new technologies, yeah? With a time to market that is incredible. Yeah? Before we have to order, yeah? You have to order a system, you have to put it in your racks in your data center, you have to do the electricity, the networking. It took days. Yeah? Now with a button, one knob on the button, you have it rolled out. Yeah? And on top of that, less management. Yeah? That's for us very important, less management, because based on that, we also have an IT strategy. Yeah? Like I said, what are we want to do? What is the vision? Where are we going to? Yeah? And for us, the IT strategy is first it starts with laying out the foundation, your data. Yeah? We have a lot of old systems. We have to combine it, bring it centralized. We are decentralized. Every 800 store has its own ERP system, small ERP, its own logging, its all POS controllers and those kind of things. We bring it all centrally. We move it up, we bring it to Google. Yeah? Get your data together. Yeah? Another topic on that is, of course, what we did in the past. You know, the store closed at 7, and then we're going to collect all that information, we start the ordering, and then during the night, the warehouses start picking it up and delivering. Yeah? But now the stores are more and more open until 10, yeah? And the traffic is more becoming a big jam. Yeah? So we start earlier to drive up, so our windows, yeah, of opportunities to do it getting smaller. Yeah? So at the same time, real time. But if you want to do it everything real time, you have to bring your data together. So that's our first pillar. Yeah? Practical solutions, like I said. Yeah? Sometimes we make brilliant applications, yeah, but on the floor it doesn't work. Yeah? Good simple example. For the people who have to manage and order the fresh salads and potatoes and tomatoes and those kind of things, yeah? We give them a tablet. Yeah? You all know what you need with a tablet. One hand you have your tablet, the other hand you have your finger. And how can you do your job then within those tomatoes? So they put it somewhere, yeah, and the tablet fell down, the tablet was broken, bad tablets. Yeah? So no, our design was not good. So even there, yeah, brilliant applications, but practically on the floor, it doesn't work. Yeah? So that's what we also want to change. Yeah? We have, as you know all, we have a lot of franchisees. Yeah? That's where the lassies also want to go to. Yeah? We have a lot of franchisees, so. But it also has a disadvantage. Yeah? From a business perspective, very well. From an IT perspective, yeah? They buy our solutions. Yeah? So it's like a car. Yeah? If they have a small car and it has 300,000 kilometers, it still drives, we keep that car. Yeah? So we have to do marketing to our stores. We have to sell our products. Like we do in the stores, IT has to sell it to those people. They need to buy. That are our customers, so we have to convince them. Yeah? That's very important, because otherwise, lifecycle management, it doesn't work, and at the end, you have 200, 300 different technologies in your house, and it's incapable to manage it. So, very essential. Yeah, multiple channel. Yeah? I always said we want to go for omni-channel. Yeah? We have multiple channels, yes, multiple channels, but not omni-channel. So we starting with doing integration, yes, seamless integration, seamless channels, e-commerce, yeah. Again, you need those platforms, you need those data. Yeah? Digital marketing through data, yeah? Data insights. Yeah? The essential thing is what we have is 1 million of products. Yeah? In a store, we have around 20,000 products. So how do we know that we get the right product at the right place at the right time? Yeah? Very simple. If it's 36 degrees, yeah, outside, we don't gonna sell glue wine. Yeah? It's no way around. So, yeah. If it's football, you know what we're going to sell: pizza and beer. Yeah? Quite easy. Yeah? That are the things we want to do more and more with AI on those data, on those modeling. Yeah? But it's not only that, because if you know you're going to sell more pizzas and beer, yeah, in our picking center, Don't put pizza and beer very high, far away. No, put there the glue wine and put the pizzas in front. Yeah, that you also there you got your efficiencies. Yeah, so the same concept. Yeah, and at the end, everybody wants to work like we work with Google. Yeah, you have your browser, you have your cell phone, you can connect whatever you want from every time, everywhere. But of course, yeah, security is also a topic. Yeah, it wants to stay secure. Yeah, so for us, it's in the pillar. It's the essential. Yeah, working there, but we are also moving to the zero trust environment. Yeah? That was our key 6 strategy pillars where we're forming on. Going to that, what we want to achieve with Google, why do we want to do it, is for clearly sure. Yeah? We want to go away from those physical servers to virtual servers, to containers, to serverless. The more we have to manage, yeah, the better. Yeah? No patching. Everybody knows that patching is a big problem. Yeah? You need to patch for your security. You cannot patch because your application is not ready for those patches. And again, you have to modify your application, and hop, you are in a circle. Yeah? We want to change from change and run. Yeah? You know it. You have the developer. They develop it something. They throw it over the wall, yeah? And it's for the guys in the weekend, the engineering. So if it crashes, they get out of the bed. Suddenly, if you starting with DevOps, yeah, it's the developer who gets out of his bed in the weekend. And suddenly the guys are a little bit more looking at their code. Yeah? So that's also a change. Yeah? From batch to real time, like I explained, every evening at 7, we're going to collect the prices, we do the calculation. If something goes wrong in that chain, everything goes wrong. So again, real time. Yeah? Monolithics. We want to go away from monolithics to microservices. We have some application running, and at the evening they take some huge performance, yeah. And then we have a system that has 135 CPUs because at 8 o'clock he has a lot of job to do. So we want to get rid of those kind of things. We want to have monoliths, microservices, yeah. Enterprise bus to service oriented, yeah. We want to go for pub/sub. Very easy. Everybody buys something in the stores. At the end, what come back? A ticket, yeah. A ticket of what you sold. We have everything on it. You have your loyalty points. We can modify the stock, we can see the price, we have everything on a simple ticket. So API is going to the stores, pub/sub, getting the information back. Scheduling, I want to get rid of scheduling, no scheduling anymore, real time. And then of course, zero trust. We want to have zero trust. In Google you have your virtual private networks, you put every business application in a separated network. You have no virtual flows anymore. On top of that, you have bring your own device. There is no difference between, like I said, we have moved our headquarters from 2,000 to 500. Even there, I want to stop those Wi-Fis. We have a guest Wi-Fi, we have an enterprise Wi-Fi. Everybody's using the guest. Why? There is less control, it's much faster than the enterprise. So why do we still have it? Because there is no difference if you're in the headquarters or you're at home or you're in a kiosk PC or you use the sun. Yeah? We want to get security into the applications and no longer at the edge computing with security and firewalls and those kind of things. Yeah? That doesn't work. We tried it already 20 years, but yeah. So that's the 3 pillars where we're moving to. Yeah? Why we do it? Yeah? How do we do it? Yeah, like we said, we have 2 programs. The first program was we move infrastructure as code. The first problem, we have 2 environments. Yeah? We call it 2 environments. We have a Google V1 and a Google V2. Yeah? Of course, there is no Google V1 and a Google V2. It's the same. But that's why we tell it to internally. Yeah? If you have a lift and shift, yeah, that's what we do in the first step. We took everything that we have on-prem, we lifted and shifted to what we call the Google V1. The Google V1 is still people connecting to our backbone Proximus network and those kinds of, well, with traditional firewalls, with the traditional Microsoft Active Directory, yeah, traditional just lift and shift. Yeah, but it's already all sitting together at one central place. Yeah? That's the first. Well, the next step is what we call the Google V2. There we have serverless computing. We're going to use Google EIM. Yeah? We're going to go to connect to this application through the internet. No longer over Proximus and those kind of things. Why should we spend millions every year on telecommunication? And at the end, if you look in the stores, you have a people, or everybody of you is there with his cell phone. At the same time, we have a POS who's going to a backbone. And at the end, if you look at it, it's the same API, it's the same data. Yeah? So why should we do that? Yeah? So really, you see Google Identity integrated real time. Why do we split it up? Yeah, because it's a journey that we make. Yeah, and then we can now tell to everybody, yeah, your project has to go to the V1, and your project has to go to the V2, because it's quite clear that the environment, the circumstances, the functionalities are quite different. Yeah? We decide to which environment we want to go based on what is the maturity of the team, what is the application going. Yeah? There's also a huge cultural difference. Yeah? If you take what you have on-prem, yeah, and you have to train and coach your people, your engineers, the first one going to the Google V1 is an easy one. It's still an operating system. It's still something they know. Just the interface is different. It's browser-based, yeah, but it's still acceptable. But going to the V2 is completely different. Yeah? You cannot say in the weekend, oh, we have a problem with the process. I will connect to a serverless container. There is no server. Yeah? So what we do in the weekend, traditionally, you get a P1, you log on to that server, you see, oh, we're going to do a reboot, restart the process. It's no longer there. So it's a huge difference, yeah? And that's also one of the biggest problems. You have a lot of people who think they understand Google Cloud, but at the end, it's not the case. They understand the first one, but not the second one. Yeah? Finding architects, they really understand the second, the V2, making cloud native, yeah? Understanding the way of work, DevSecOps, yeah? Is completely different. So it's also in our journey, we said, no, okay, we're going to first lift and shift. Later on, we're going to the V2. Yeah? What are we going to make? Yeah? What is our architecture or final architecture? What is the idea behind? Yeah? Like I said, in the front, we have front application for our different types of customers. We make it very flexible, consumable. We integrate different backend technology, logistic, finance, all together in one app. Yeah? And we're going to say what the people have to do at that moment, and not 5 applications or 5 devices even, yeah, for the same concept. Yeah. On top of that, we built an API layer piece by piece, going over the internet, no longer going over those backbones and MPLS and all those kind of things. Yeah. Event-driven API. Yeah. And there on top, we're going to build new data, microservices in Cloud Spanner or in Cloud SQL, whatever. Yeah. No management. Yeah. And on top of it, like we said, we have still those big monoliths. Yeah? They don't burn away. Yeah? So we put them below, and we put an API layer in between. Why in between? Because yeah, we have performance issues otherwise if you go to those traditional things. So we are entangling. Yeah? We're making our SIP environment more modular, yeah? More enabler. Yeah? And that's the design we're going to go. Everything to go for the new project that we're working on is application transformation, moving out functionality from this to a higher level. Yeah? But by bringing front-end application, really customer-based, customer centricity. Yeah? That's the core. Buy versus build, that's also a topic. They ask us, what are you going to do? Do you going to buy or do you going to build? Yeah? In the past, what did we do? And I think a lot of people does it. We have a new, by example, new warehouse software. Yeah? We open Gartner, we look at the rightmost quadrant, and we said, we're going to do an RFP on those 3. Yeah? The outcome was, we choose the most expensive. Yeah? Is it expensive? No, they have a lot of functionalities in, and that's why they are more expensive than the other ones. Yeah? But by example, a warehouse system, we saw that there is a half e-commerce in it, yeah? And there's a half ERP system in it, and we don't need it. Yeah? So we said, yeah, we only need that warehouse management. And we saw also that if we build those kind of things with low-code, we are at the same time. Yeah? Time to market is no longer a point if you build it with low-code apps. Yeah? Sometimes you go very faster. Yeah? Another, if we want to differentiate from our concurrents, we want to do it better. Why should we buy something that everybody has? Yeah? So again, build on top of buy. We are more and more promoting to build. Yeah? SaaS products, we also see you buy SaaS products. Yeah? They have another data model in behind. Yeah? And suddenly, it's not always the same. Yeah? And before you know, yeah, you have a different data model. You have your data split over 2 environments, yeah? Not completely the same. Yeah? We always think we buy a product and we are standard, and then you're going to talk with the business, and then they're going from configuration to customization, and at the end you have a complete different application customized by yourself, and the next update you have a problem. Yeah? It's more expensive. Yeah? So we are more going for buy versus build. Yeah? And an essential topic in that is what we call the data loop model. Yeah? Why do we also want to build? Because whatever package you build, you buy, your data is never in it. Yeah? That's for us is key. Like we said at the beginning, we are sitting at 11 peta of data. Yeah? It's there not to consume electricity. We have to do something with it. Yeah? So that's the essential topic. What do we want to build? Front applications. Yeah? Those applications, we put our business logic in it, we get our transactional data, we bring it back to historical data, and there we start to build models. Yeah? Models that can help the people in the store to decide what they need to buy. Yeah? Very simple. If a guy said, I'm going to buy 40 kilo tomatoes, yeah, and then we say, no, it's not good, 20 kilo is enough, yeah, and he doesn't follow us, the next day he can put 20 kilos of waste. Yeah? So a lot of products we're throwing away. If we want to reduce it, yeah, and like we said, we have 1 million of products. We have in the stores 20,000 products. So how can you decide what do you get in the product? That's where those things help us to decide, make decisions, those kind of things. So that's the way to go. Yeah? So, and that's something you also not can do if you buy solutions. Your data is not in it. So, in all our strategy, why are we going to Google? What is essential? What did we learn? Yeah, it's of course, don't do a like for like because I want to put my system in the cloud. No, we have a real vision, a strategy behind why we're doing this. Yeah, it's not about technology. Yeah, like I said, the biggest problem is the mindset within the teams, training, coaching. Yeah, that's why we onboard Devoteam to help people explain the difference, how to learn them, because otherwise we make too stupid mistakes because we're learning, and learning is with falling and getting up. But if somebody can help you and said, hey, wait, communicate. That's the most essential thing. Yeah? We need to put all the heads in the same direction. Yeah? And every time we get a new product, there is somebody, guy said, yeah, but we will install a scheduler. And I said, a scheduler? No scheduler. Huh? So again, communicate, explain the vision, where are we going to, that everybody gets his head in the same direction. Yeah? It's a sample. Yeah? Like I said, with help of experienced partners, because otherwise it's too expensive to make those stupid mistakes. Yeah? And then, of course, coach and train. Yeah? If you get people on board, let they train and coach your internal people, because the biggest problem that we have is getting people with a really cloud mindset, and even Google mindset. Yeah? That's an essential topic. Yeah? And then start with the team from outside IT, meaning not what we did is we start this whole program with a separated team, because we want to show at the other people piece by piece that this is the way to go. So we didn't put the engineers back in those silos, organization. No, we want to show it that we want to do it differently, and by being a separated group within IT, other people saw it and say, hey, you are much faster. Hey, it works. Oh, that's nice. And everybody wants to come in that team. So that's also the advantage about how to change the culture. Like I said, two problems. Knowledge. A lot of people think, we have the knowledge, but on the V2 side, it's not that easy. And then the resistance of change. Everybody said, why should we do it? I do it already 20 years. Why move it? That's the biggest problem. So this is our journey, what we are doing. I don't know if we have time for questions. Maybe very quick. Is there a question? Yeah, that's the essential topic. That is, you have to buy a strategy and a vision. You have to sell the strategy. Don't try to sell a product with a Google. We're going to place this system in that system, because they're going to discuss about the price and those kind of things. If we said we have a vision, we want to transform all our IT, that's what we sell. That's much easier. To tell the business, these are our 23 pain points, this is the answer to our pain points, this is the program. that we're going to put behind. And a big piece is also we're going to Google. Yeah? So you have to shift it up to a higher level. Yeah? And another topic that we're doing was our IT is organized in silos, yeah? And we want to transform it to an end-to-end. Yeah? DevOps is end-to-end, is no longer those silos. Yeah? That's the vision and the mindset you have to bring to your management. And if the management believe in your vision and your strategy, then you can start. Otherwise, it's difficult.